There's a lot of life advice out there, and some of it's wise and timeless, but some of it is downright dangerous for us INFJs. Today, I'm breaking down 10 common pieces of advice that INFJs should never follow. Number one, you need to get out more. We've all heard this one from other people. It's as if the world believes our worth is tied to how busy we are or how many events we attend. But here's the truth. Us INFJs, we need solitude to process, to recharge, and to protect our energy. For us, quiet isn't loneliness, it's fuel. If we're constantly out, we start to lose our balance in life. The fact is, going out more won't make us happier, but living in alignment with our needs will. Number two, forgive and forget. INFJs can forgive, and that's a great thing for both parties. But forgetting? That's a recipe for repeating the same relationship pains again and again. Forgiveness is a choice for your own peace, but forgetting can erase the safeguards us INFJs need to protect our energy and our heart. If someone proves that they've completely changed, you can put what they did behind you. But keep in mind that it actually did happen, and that often means keeping that person at a safe and appropriate distance. Number three, blood is thicker than water. This one gets weaponized so often by families. The truth is, family can be wonderful, or it can be toxic. If a blood relative undermines you, disrespects you, or continually hurts you, you don't owe them unlimited access to your life. Chosen family, like friends or mentors, are just as valid as blood relatives, and sometimes even more so. Here's the truth. Love is proven through action, not DNA. Here's a little rule that I live by these days. If you're not bringing more positive into my life than negative, I'm not going to have you as a major part of my life. Number four, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. This one sounds like a great way to be kind, right? And it is in some situations. But for INFJs, this advice can turn into a sort of muzzle, and it can even destroy some of our biggest gifts. Because as INFJs, we are the truth tellers of the world. We can see things that others can't see, or that they choose not to see. And it's a challenging job. But as I'm sure you've found out in your life, oftentimes nobody else is going to do it. So if some injustice is being done, you should never feel guilty for standing for truth and justice. I guess someone has to be the man or woman of steel. So the important thing to remember is being kind is important, but honesty and truth, they are the greatest kindnesses of all. And while speaking up might feel uncomfortable, it can also be the most loving and the kindest thing that you can do. If you relate to this video, I would love to have you sign up for my free weekly INFJ newsletter. It's a place for us all to learn, grow, and belong. It's full of INFJ insights and tips that will let you know you are not alone in the world. The link is in the description. Number five, always give 110%. In most modern societies, we've all been taught to push harder, to give more, and to hustle without limits. But INFJs who run at 110% eventually crash, and they crash hard. Trust me, I know from experience because I've driven myself into the ground more times than I can count. And this hustle culture thing of working 12 hours a day, that just isn't for us INFJs. We should aim for sustainable effort. So try giving 80% most days so that you have the remaining 30% in reserve for when it's truly needed. And remember, always protect your INFJ energy like it's gold, because it is. Number six, don't talk about deep topics on the first date. Us INFJs, we can't do small talk forever. And if you're going to be in our lives for any length of time, you're going to have to know our true mind and heart. Now, I don't mean you need to tell someone about intimate details of your life on a first date, like that time you saw a skunk ape while you were camping in Florida. But what it does mean is you should let your true INFJ personality shine. They're going to find out sooner or later, or it's not going to work anyway. As an INFJ, if your depth scares somebody, they're just not your person. Number seven, don't take things so personally. Now, this is often code for stop caring so much. But us INFJs, we feel deeply, and that's not a flaw. It's a gift. Feeling personally invested in life and in people, that's what makes us empathetic, and that's what makes us strong. So don't let anyone shame you for having a big heart. There's a lot more of that needed in this world. Number eight, don't rock the boat. Some boats need to be rocked and sunk. Sometimes rocking the boat is the only way to get it moving in the right direction. Us INFJs, we notice injustice, hypocrisy, and we also notice toxic power plays way faster than most people. And staying silent just to keep the peace, that allows the worst people to thrive. So if rocking the boat means steering towards a better, more truthful shore, rock away. Number 9, don't overthink it. INFJs don't overthink, they think deep. We process and we connect and we analyze for a reason. We're looking for a solution. And it's how we catch what others miss. And it's how we come up with innovative solutions to problems. And ultimately, it's how we move the world forward. Which leads me to number 10, you need to be more realistic. What they really mean is lower your standards. Or we want to keep doing things the old traditional way that doesn't work. But INFJs, they are visionaries. They see patterns and possibilities that others just can't see. One example is how we innovate in the workplace and make things far more efficient. And many of the world's biggest changes were made by people who refused to accept realistic as good enough. And a lot of those innovators were INFJs too. Because INFJs are the tip of the spear. They're often the first to implement societal changes for the better. And that is a huge part of what makes this world function correctly. So never let narrow-minded people change that about you. To all my INFJs out there, the world will give you endless rules about how to be a better person. But most of them, they're just ways to keep people like INFJs in a box. You don't need to be smaller or quieter or less intense to belong. You just need to keep showing up as yourself, because that's all you can really be anyway. And keep looking for the people who get you, the people who see your depth as the gift that it really is. Because when the right person sees you, they won't ask you to change. They'll tell you you're exactly right. And if you want to know just why you're so powerful as an INFJ, watch this video next.